Hey guys, it's Natasha and welcome back to this week's video. This week I will be doing my November TBR. Before we get started, please remember to like and subscribe. And if you want to be notified once my videos are uploaded, remember to click the notification button next to the subscribe button. And without any further ado, let's get on with the video. So my TBR list is going to be short for this month, mainly because apparently I'm a very slow reader these past few months. I think it's mainly because I've already reached my Goodreads reading goal, so now I'm just reading for the fun of it. But I keep extending the goal so that I can see if I can reach, another part of the goal this month. But anyway, so the first book I'm going to read is The City of Bones by Cassandra Clare. This is basically just about a 16-year-old girl who is introduced into a world of what she believed would be folktales, or what we would have believed would be folktales. She discovers that vampires and werewolves and demons do exist, and now her mother has been kidnapped and she is trying to save her mother from, I believe it's her father? I can't remember how the story goes. I remember I read up until book 3 and then I just DNF'd the whole series because she was just too much for me. But I decided to pick up the book again because the world building aspect behind this is very intriguing to me, so I will delve a little bit more into this and hopefully not get annoyed by clarity. The second book on my list, and it's a book that I believe will take me about 2 months, 3 months to read, mainly because it's just so dense and it has so many factual aspects to it, is Fire and Blood by George R.R. Martin. They made a series called The House of the Dragon, so I'm hoping I can finish this before the series comes out. But like I say, it's very dense, so it doesn't read like a story. It's chronicled by a Grand Maester of the Citadel, so he tells you what happened 300 years ago and how the Targaryens started their rule and how, the battle for the Iron Throne began between brother and sister and sister and sister and dragon and dragon. So far it's very interesting. As you can see, I've already started reading but it will take me quite a while to read it. There's a chapter that's 50 pages long and I believe there's another chapter that's 70 pages long, so I'm getting through it, but just very slowly. The third book is headed around a series and it's A Court of Mist and Fury. This is the second installment of A Court of Thorns and Roses from Sarah J. Maas. The first book just basically handles about a girl named Feyre, and she is taken to the Fey world. She learns to respect the Fey world and the people in the Fey world, and she discovers the stories that her people told about the fairies are not actually true. In the second installment, Feyre just has this dark cloud hanging over her head because there were sacrifices that she had to make in the first book that are really just sucking the life out of her soul. Is basically what I can say. I will be mostly not reading, but listening to the audiobook so that I can speed up the process of reading, because I really like this series so far and I believe listening to it on audiobook just speeds up the process so that I can read more books in November. I almost said October. The fourth book that I'm aiming to read this month is also part of a series. I recently finished the second book called Inkspell, and this is the third and final installment, and it's called Ink Death and it's by Cornelia Funk. It took me 2 years to finish the second installment, and I believe this book is over 800 pages long, so it's a very dense book, but it's very beautiful covers and I really enjoy the covers. The books are also great. It just took me a long time to get through it. Maybe I can get to the middle by this month. I don't know, we shall see. But this book just follows a girl called Maggie, and she wrote herself into a book called Inkheart. And now they have trials and tribulations that they need to face because the things that she read out loud are manifesting. And now there's a dark and twisted king ruling the land, and unfortunately she and her father wrote it in a way that this man doesn't die. So he's an immortal ruler. Now they are trying to find a way so that he can not become immortal, so that they can kill him because he's a tyrant of a ruler. Hopefully I can get to the middle of this book, but that is basically all for my November TBR. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please remember to like and subscribe on this video, and I'll see you guys in the next video next week. Bye!